I suspect most of you watching right now are not rock stars, and you probably have never been a rock star. I suspect most of you have come to a point, or are going to come to a point, where you go, is my rock star dream viable? I've been working on trying to become a rock star for the last 3 years. Not my whole life. I've been doing other things before that. But the last 3 years, I've been working on it. And the thing is, it's gotten really difficult the last 2 months. It's gotten difficult feeling good about this dream. You might be surprised what has gotten difficult about it and what has caused the difficulty. Is it because I can't create music? I can't get out there and play it?
Dude, yeah, it's so obvious that you don't have the skills, man. Hang it up!
Or is it because of something else? You might have to hang in there and watch this video. So like I was saying, I have been trying. Now, obviously you read the video title, and I bet you some people are like, oh, it's too tough to be a rock star. He's gonna quit already. The thing is, no, I'm not gonna quit. It's not about the tough parts about becoming a rock star. It's those other things in life that you have to think about. Sure, there's an inclination that my rock star desires might be a little bit too lofty. But I feel good about the different various points I've reached in my rockstar journey. I feel really good about that. So no, I'm not wanting to quit that. I just know I've got some things in front of me that I gotta work on. As most of you know, you gotta take care of yourself in terms of, well, you gotta pay the bills. You have to be able to have a home. You have to be able to have food, and you have to be able to take care of the family, and you gotta be able to take care of the new pets that you got. And that is what has been bugging me lately. I bet you a lot of you at one point really wanted to be rock stars, right? And you got to this point where it's like, uh-oh, I don't know if I'm gonna become a rock star. Or things start to happen. You get married, there's a kid on the way. You don't get married, but there's a kid on the way. I don't know, you run over some old lady and you owe millions of dollars because you ran her over.
For the record, I'm a man. You ran me over and put me in this home because of your driving. I appreciate you've been paying my bills for this nursing home. It's mighty fine of you to take care of your obligations. And it would be beneficial if you did more picture shows for the fine people in this nursing home. I would appreciate that.
Things happen in life and you have to take on these responsibilities, and chasing a dream that's not giving you any income sometimes gets to the point where you realize you can't chase that dream. Now, I'm not saying that I'm at that point, right? But I think that's a big thing that people with dreams have to realize, is you kind of have to have a backup plan. And some people say, no, you'll get there if you don't have a backup plan. You'll get there if your only plan is the goal. Now, that might be true, but in my case, I'm gonna be a little careful. I just can't take that big of a risk. I can't give it all up in the hopes of becoming a rock star.
Dude, you see, that's what separates the man from the boys. I'm a man. I live with my mom, so I don't have to worry about any of that stupid living stuff, and I just rock. Like when I finally start my rock star journey, which is gonna be soon, it's gonna be awesome, because I'm a man. And you're just a loser boy.
Part of that's because even very successful musicians nowadays are having a hard time making ends meet. At least that's what I've been reading. I thought it would be interesting in this video to kind of give you the game plan on how I thought I could financially become a rock star. And what changed to make me suddenly have to work really hard on something else for the last month and a half. So 24 years ago, I started a software company.
Yeah, you probably wrote loserfi.com. Loser.
It's been something I've been working on for 24 years, but it's not one of those software companies that you might be thinking is a software company. It's not a Microsoft, it's not an Apple, it's not an Oracle. It's a small little company. Has it paid me tons? No. But I've been able to make a living off of it. There are many benefits of how I make my money. There are many benefits of this business that I started, but it's not one of those software companies that the press talks about. Right now, it's just me and another person helping me out. When I set out on this Rockstar plan, I had this game plan. And this game plan was take this little software company and migrate it to another person. It wasn't big enough, it wasn't mighty enough to sell it to them, but it was good enough to migrate it to them, and then I will help it into the future. So that was plan number one for income. That was to, keep the bills paid, keep me in a house, things like that. That's game plan number one. The other plan was to work on this channel. I thought that if I could document this Rockstar dream, that it would be an interesting story and it might create a platform where I can talk about music, I can talk about my journey, and I can actually make that an income source. It's not the primary goal. I just didn't want to make a channel so I could make money. I wanted to create something to share because I thought it would be interesting. And yes, I thought it'd be cool if you could make money doing that. So I'm making money doing it right now, a whole whopping $70 a month. So obviously that's not going to pay a lot of bills, but that's okay. It's a work in progress. And the third option, or the third way I thought I maybe might make some money if I was successful, was if I became a rock star, I might make some money. So that was kind of my game plan. I'm not saying it was a great game plan. The source of all my future income, I felt the most dependable thing was this software game plan I had. However, as many of you know, the world seems to be changing and it's changing fast. And we've been hearing stories about AI changing this, AI changing that. And I've certainly been following it, and I've been talking about how AI might be changing music. But what happened, and that really hit me really hard in the last couple months, was that game plan of keeping that income coming in through the software company that I had set up 24 years ago, servicing small businesses. Ooh, that also might be in jeopardy because of the changing world of software and how AI is affecting things. And that made me go, whoops, I better think about this. So essentially what I have had to do in the last couple months that might make it seem like I've quit my rockstar dreams, but it's not. It hasn't made me quit my rockstar dreams, is I've had to refocus on that game plan. And I have been refocusing on that. I did refocus on that. I made some changes. I did some things. Good day, what can I help you with?
Oh yeah, dude. Give me all your money.
Yeah. Oh, Mom.
What the heck? What just happened?
So hopefully, knock on wood, I'll have that money continue to come in so that I can continue to live in this house and continue to own these guitars and continue to make sure my wife and I are fed. And Maisie, my little pups. However, there was one other thing that kind of got me going that I think is very interesting. I got this idea and I was like, I wanted to solve the problem of nobody's going out to see music. I wanted to solve a problem of there's no places to play music, or there's not as many places as there used to be. And I wanted to solve the problem of independent bands getting noticed, getting out there and finding fans. So I dove into this project because this idea was bouncing around my head. And I dove into this project, and ironically, I used AI to help me with this project. And I am close to putting out this new service, this new site in beta within the next month or so. I don't think this is very Rockstar-like, but we got to take care of ourselves, right? We got to make sure we're taken care of. I'm not going to talk about what it's going to be. I will include a link down below if you want to go check out the site. It's down right now because it says it's coming soon, but if you want to kind of get a jump on what it's going to be, you can go down there and check out that link. Essentially, I thought it was something that could certainly help my rockstar dreams. It could certainly help me to get the word out, and I felt it could be some place where we could build a community of independent artists, independent bands, and find a way to find our fans. I thought that was something that I should concentrate on, because I think it would help, and it could certainly be a way for me to bring in an income while I'm immersed in the world of music, which I find it very exciting. Granted, I haven't created a lot of videos lately, but I've been continuing to practice the guitar every day. I've got some exciting things coming with this whole band thing I've been working on. The journey's not stopping. I am not giving up. I am not quitting. Becoming a rock star is very difficult. Becoming successful at anything is very difficult. And I think it's important to make sure you don't end up in a desolate position. And really, that's what's been slowing me down of late. But the fervor is still there. The mission is still there. The goals are still there. I'm not quitting. I'm just trying to be smart about my Rockstar dreams.
Oh, dude, you have lost all credibility with me. Rockstars don't take care of themselves. They don't think about monetary issues. They just rock. They're desolate. They sleep on couches. Working on a backup game plan is for losers, man. Come on.
Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, you should, because then you know when I put out a new video. If you like what I'm doing, please share it with others. That's the best way to get word out about my channel, my band, my album, my journey, whatever. If you share it, that helps a ton. And I appreciate all the people that have shared my mighty mission. I'm gonna keep forging forward. I wanna be a rock star. I wanna have fun doing it. I wanna do it the right way. And I wanna help others try to do it as well. See ya. Gotta go practice.